News Review today, Tuesday, 13th November 2018. My name is Omar Wali. I'm here with Fatou Kamara. I will ask a few questions in reference to the meeting they had with the First Lady of the Gambia, had members of the Network Against Girls and Human Trafficking at Batokunku. And I'll also be talking to Dr. Ismail Assisa. He's currently out of the country. He has been accused of going to Germany to negotiate with the deportation of Gambians in that country. So he will join us later. He will clarify on those issues. But before all that, I will start with the point. Ban on plastic bags, charcoal processing still in force. That is the Minister of Forestry, Environment, Climate Change has reminded the citizenry rather, that the laws banning plastic bags and charcoal processing in the country are still in force. These laws, he went on, were done through due process that went through the Cabinet and the National Assembly. Lamin Diba was speaking at a recent press briefing held at the Ministry of Environment and was graced by government spokesperson, that is Ibrahima Sankara, and the Minister of Information, Communication and Infrastructure, Ibrahima Silla. The minister said that the move to ban the plastic bags and charcoal processing in the country are part of the broader mechanism to help in reducing climate change. And social security staffs feel insecure. President Barrow has ordered the managing director who was on leave, Mohamedou Manjang, to resume work and order the dismissal of Mohamedou Kamara. And according to the point, fear has gripped the staff of the Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation after it was announced that the managing director, Mohamed Manjang, would bounce back as managing director. The staff said their job are at risk following the sacking of their leader, Mohamedou Kamara. And Barrow Youth Movement to implement 120 projects. That is the President Adama Barrow Youth for National Development has kickstarted to implement 120 projects within 6 months in different communities across the country. That is on the point. And on the Foroyaa newspaper, Foroyaa is reporting that police reinforcement to Diabougou withdrawn, and as calm returns. On Friday, 9th November 2018, police reinforcement that comprises of police intervention unit officers were commanded to withdraw from the Diabougou village as calm returned to the village. The reinforcement of the officers came in the wake of cash scuffle between the villagers after Friday prayers. The cash scuffle left some people with the body pain and arrests were made. But they have informed us that the police have withdrawn the reinforcement. And they also reporting that Environment Minister holds press briefing on issues like the environment and climate change and so on. That is on the Foroyaa newspaper. And on the Voice newspaper, almost similar stories. The government warns use of plastic bags. That is from the Minister of Environment, Lamin Diba. And police and suspend forced repatriation of Gambians. Honorable Silla, that is the Osman Silla, the National Assembly member for Banjul North, has called on European countries to halt in any current operation to return Gambians back into the country. He was speaking in the German city of Hamburg on the 9th of November 2018. Well, that's all we have for you on the papers, and I will turn to Fatou. Welcome after a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much, Omar. It's really nice to be here.
Okay.
Okay, and yes, thank you for the invite.
Okay, I understand. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, the First Lady, you were part of the people. The First Lady met with the members of the Network of Girls Against Human Trafficking. What was the meeting about?
Well, the First Lady, like she mentioned at the meeting that she saw an interview by the Fatou Network. Actually, I have not seen the interview. I guess it came when I was running up and down that they were talking about their plight. Yeah. But the lady who was involved, I actually met with her a few times and we had a lot of talk before. That is Fatou Jagne. When we were in the diaspora at that time, when I was on exile, we actually spoke a few times about what is happening to them over there. So I guess that is the interview that she saw, and she decided to invite them and listen to their stories so she can try to see how she can work with them, I'm sure, yes.
So were you there in your capacity as the CEO of the Fatou Network or what?
Well, I think so because she saw it on Fatu Network, and Fatu Network, I was invited to go, so I guess that's what it was. Even though I see a whole lot of different stories on social media about the issue that I was at that meeting, so I don't know what it is all about. I've been getting text messages about that meeting that we had, people asking, saying that they understand that meeting is for me to work with Barrow, to support Barrow. I don't know what that means because
support Barrow. Okay,
yeah, we never talked about that.
Oh, you never talked about, but
No.
those you think because many of your critics said you are trying to come closer to the First Lady's family. Are we going to see any difference?
Well, what closer? I'm already friends with Fatima Jabi, and recently I met Madame Faye of Senegal. But common sense would tell us that if you know Fatima Jabi of Sierra Leone and you know Madame Faye of Senegal, of course, you cannot bypass the First Lady of Gambia because these three countries have very close diplomatic relations. I mean, it would be very wrong for me to be friends with Fatima and also know Madame Faye and not know my First Lady. So when I first started showing pictures of Fatima Jabi, was it not the same people who were saying, let's support our own? Was it not the same people?
Yeah.
I was here on social media. They were writing every day that, oh, now each time I post Fatima's photo, they would post Fatima Barrow. So now I met with her, and it was good. It was a good meeting, and now they have a problem with that too. So what do the people want?
So as far as we know, we are not going to see any changes as far as Fatu Camara is concerned, because they said now your tone will change. You will not be critical of them.
But what have I been doing? You are the one on the news review program. Do I dictate what you read?
No.
I don't. And now we have an editor. Lamin Jai is the editor of the Fatu Network. Do I ever dictate to him what to write?
No.
So how is that going to change? Nothing is going to change because, we don't censor each other here. At Fatu Network, there is no censorship. And, I also guess that, and I believe that the First Lady would do the right thing. Once they do the right thing, they have all the publicity.
Now, looking at I have Dr. Cisse online. Doctor, I will come to you in a moment, but let me finish with Fatu. Looking at listening to those girls, and how do you feel? Most of them were in Kuwait and other Arab countries. They narrated their stories before you. How do you?
Well, it's a very unfortunate situation. I listened to that story long time since we were in the struggle. The people who are watching right here, our Souls, our Faisals and the Tukulorsis knows what I'm talking about, the Anti-Umis. We've been working with these girls. We supported them in many ways, tried to raise funds for them, tried to get some of them to get out of the country as well. So we've done all of that. So this is actually, it's not a new story to us in the diaspora because we've been dealing with it. But the fact that the First Lady invited them to listen to them and hear their story, I think that is a very good step, definitely, if you ask me.
Okay, so Fatu Camara's relationship with the First Lady has improved now.
Well, we never even had a bad relationship because we did not know each other like that.
Okay.
Because, she is First Lady, and I'm sure she was busy doing what she has to do. And I was also busy doing what I had to do. And anybody who knows me and Fatima, of course, they know our relations. I think you were very young at that time, but maybe you must have seen us on the Fatu show or something. So already, and Fatima told me that Fatoumata Barrow is her sister. She said that to me and said Madame Faye is also her sister. So if you have a friend, your friend's sisters would also be your friend and your sisters. I guess that's what it is. But I don't want people to start attaching this to politics. Definitely that would be very wrong because the First Lady and I never talked about anything about politics. She never mentioned anything about supporting President Barrow. That never even came out of her mouth. So I think it is very wrong for people to run with this, trying to say we're going to have something against UDP. We never even discussed those issues. These are women and they're my sisters, both her Fatima and Madame Faye, and that's where it stops. So it's not about their husbands or the politics of their husbands.
So now in the event that the First Lady comes to you and said, Father, I want you to help me. I want you to help us out in politics. What are you going to do?
Well, if they need us to advise or they need our help in terms of Fatu Network is a PR agency as well as a news site. So if they need us to advise them, we will give our advice, which is we will give to anybody who asks us. There's a lot of people who are contacting me that they want to form political parties, but each time they come, what I tell them that I am not into that, especially right now, it's not time for politics. But when that time comes and somebody wants to hire the services of the Fatu Network to do PR for them, I mean, why not? We are a business, right? Yeah, but definitely, I just want to assure everyone that this is not what they think. They should give everybody, at least people should try to find the correct information. I saw someone said we're going to be against Dabo. I think that's very, very wrong. It's very misleading for people to come out and start saying stuff like that. Like I said, Fatima is a sister. She's a friend. She told me Fatoumata Barrow is her sister, and also told me Maram is her sister. So her sisters would also be my sister.
You say politics is over. Let's talk about little politics here. Do you see any kind of tension between Barrow and Dabo?
Well, we've been seeing stuff on social media, on Facebook. If you look every day, they bring out stuff out there, people arguing, but you don't see the two of them say anything to each other. We did not hear Barrow throwing any stones to Dabo. We did not hear Dabo throwing any stones to Barrow. We have not seen that. We've only seen people who call themselves UDP supporters, who none of us who were in the fight, and those of us who are true UDP supporters, we've never seen these new ones, like how they're going around things now, accusing everybody who speaks with First Lady or get any close to Barrow. We did not see those people, so nobody's taking them serious. As far as we're concerned, there are certain UDP members, if I hear things from them, I would take it serious. But with all these ones shouting on Facebook saying Fatu is there to fight against Dabo, I mean, Dabo is somebody I respect, very well. So why would I fight against him?
Maybe the reason why they are said, there's this argument among governments that you did not get a position, that's why you're angry.
What position? But what do I need a position? I am running, you know what I'm running here. I have a whole media network. I mean, what position do I need? Is this not a position?
Of course.
I'm the CEO of my own business. That's enough.
Okay.
You want me to be working for somebody 8 o'clock, I have to be at the office 3 o'clock, go here? No. I cannot do that. So definitely, I think that's just one of the things that people say. But that's not true. I would want to work with my country, and if there's anything I can do to improve, diplomatic relations between these three countries, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Gambia, I would definitely want to do it, because these three countries are very well known there, fortunately, and I know that today the Sierra Leone High Commissioner presented her credentials to President Barrow, and very soon we're hoping that Mada Bio and Fatima will be invited to Gambia to visit. Mada Bio calls President Barrow his in-law. No. That's what he would tell me. He'll say, how is my in-law? Okay. So they're all family.
Okay. Thank you so much, Fatu, for that.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you everyone. Just to assure you all, it's one Gambia, and it's not what you think. We would all work together to help our country, and the country is what I see. I'm sure the country is what you see too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that is Fatu, and on the meeting she attended yesterday, the First Lady and members of the network Girls Against Human Trafficking. I think Dr. Ismaila Cisse is on the line now from Dakar, the Senegalese capital. Doctor, good afternoon. Hello? Hello?
Omar.
Yes, doctor.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, fine.
Good.
There is already claims that you were in Germany and you are working on the deportation of some Gambians in that country. Well, I understand that you left that country at the moment. You are in Dakar. But what can you tell us? Is that true, or is that absolute true?
No, that is obviously, that is the worst, the lie of the century. I was in Germany, of course, for a week with some other Gambians. But I think it's important for me to first greet Gambians on watching this program. I think this is very, very important for me to come and, when issues like this arise, for me to come and clear the air so people understand exactly what's going on.
Yes.
I think I would also like to emphasize that I'm talking to my brothers and sisters and friends and relatives who are in this very difficult situation in Germany. Mm-hmm. I've always been an advocate for them to stay in Germany. I've always been supporting them, and I've always, and I was even ready to put my life to ensure that they stay in Germany. Yeah. Because I share something with them, and I'll come to that later. Now, we were invited to Germany by the Goethe Institute, and through the German embassy in Dakar. Now, the Goethe Institute, if you don't know, is a non-profit German cultural association operational worldwide with 159 institutes. What they promote is the study of German language, German culture. They encourage international cultural exchange between Germany and other countries. And not only Gambians go for these exchanges, even people from India, Uganda, you name it, they go for these exchanges. Yeah. Now, the institute Institute fosters knowledge about Germany. They want other countries to know about how Germany is operated, German development model, German economic model. So, because even Americans do it, Turkey does it, China does it, all these other countries do it. And what they want is for people to understand German culture, German society, German politics. And this also includes exchange of films, because we want to see some theaters as well to understand German culture through theaters. So we are invited to Germany by the Goethe Institute to the German embassy. But then the question asks again, why me?
Yes, that's why I'm coming to. Why you?
Exactly.
Because I understand you are in Germany from the 4th to 10th of November.
Exactly.
And why is it
what happened was that the Goethe Institute, the German embassy, identify people in the Gambia who are contributing to society and want to enhance their capacity. Now, the title of the visit is called Capacity Building Through Good Governance.
Yes.
And because I'm a researcher, now the idea is to take one researcher to go and meet other researchers in different fields, in the field of green energy, in the field of, you name it, to meet other researchers and network and see how we can collaborate to do research. Entrepreneurs have also been taken to build their capacity. Those who are doing business in the Gambia, how do you improve your business? How do you develop your business? These are some of the things. So it's a mixture of young Gambians who are engaging in different fields and see how they can enhance their capacity in these fields so that when they come back to Gambia, they can not replicate, obviously, but see how they can adapt it to the Gambian side and improve what they are already doing.
Okay, I received a letter here from the German ambassador, and that is saying, as part of the visitors program of the federal government, this trip aims to give you a first-hand impression of how German institutions and civil society deals with issues of governance and change management. Another equal important goal is to bring you into contact with useful contacts in your respective fields of occupation, as well as with German and with its people in general. But now, if you were in Germany, as you claim, why would people say you were involved in this? Did you anyways?
Exactly, but it doesn't even make sense. Anybody who is rational will understand. I'm not a government official. I don't work for the Gambian government. I don't work for immigration. I don't work for the foreign office. If somebody is going and facilitate for the boys to be deported, it is government officials. I'm not a university lecturer. It's like you telling me a school teacher has been sent to Germany to come facilitate deportation. And one thing you have to understand, Omar, I will never, even if I was a government official, never engage in such an activity. You know why, Wally?
No.
Because what these boys have gone through, I know it. If one Gambian has experienced what these boys are going through, it's me. The difficulties, the anxieties, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. These boys sacrificed everything to get to this place. Their parents sold their last gold that they have, gold reserve. They sold their cattle. They sold livestock. They sold their compound. They took debts. They braved the desert. They braved the ocean. Why should I go and try to bring these boys? What would I gain from it? I understand what these boys are living. If somebody, and for me, any Gambian who is trying to facilitate the return of this boy is a traitor. It's a traitor to himself, to his country, and to our youths. So, it's just preposterous that somebody will just sit and just try to fabricate stories out of nothing. What's wrong with me going to Germany to improve my capacity? Is Germany a no-go area anymore for Gambians? And even if I was going to Germany, if the government wants to send somebody to Germany to go and sign deals, they'll not send Dr. Ismail Assise, they'll send somebody else.
So, to put things into context, those leveling the allegations against you is not true, or what do you have for those people? Just to make.
I think it's sad. It's sad that we have Gambians who will try to destroy each other. Because I'll tell you something, Wale. These are far-reaching consequences. This can have security for my own life. Because these are very sensitive issues. Yeah. And I think it's so sad that I don't even know. In fact, at some point, I would never wanted to comment on this issue. Because I was like, okay, you know what? There's no point in commenting that you just give the traction. I don't want to give this rumors traction. But then I realized that it's getting out of hand. I need to come out and clear the air. And I'm talking to my brothers, my sisters who are living in Germany and other countries in Europe, that Dr. Ismail Assise will never engage in any activity to make sure you return back to the Gambia, because it's not in my interest. You see, I'm a young man, Wally. These boys' parents have spent millions of dollars for them to travel. Why should I go and destroy my future, my life? For what? Why would I do that? I was a migrant like them. I lived in Europe. I found myself in the same situation. The anxiety, you don't know what's going to happen from day to day. I lived it. So why should I go and subject my brothers, my sisters, and I say relatives? I have 1 or 2 cousins among these boys. Gambia is a small country. We all are related. So why should I destroy my life, my future, and be a traitor and go and bring these boys back to the Gambia? What would I gain from that? And that is the multi-million, because when I heard this story at first, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to give this any attention, because anybody who is in his right senses will know that it's not possible. Doctor is a university lecturer. I'm not a government official. If they want to go and send somebody to facilitate, let them send somebody else and not me. And that is the problem.
Now, are you worried about your safety and security? You know, for the past month, you have been in the center of controversy, from the president down towards other people. Now you have been also accused of all these things. Are you worried about your security?
Of course, at some point you get worried. But again, it's part of our job. And I'll tell you something. For me, this feels like taking a bullet for my country. If this is how destiny has planned my life to be, I'll accept it as long as it's for my country. But I mean, we have so many problems in the Gambia today, Wally. We have so many problems. I think it's time for us to channel our energy that we use to put each other down, to talk nonsense about each other, to channel it into more useful and productive means of developing our country. The time we waste in talking about things that are not very important, that are lies, that are not true, if we could expend that time, even 10% of that time, to thinking of the solutions that this one and how to solve it, we'll be better off. But every day is things that are not necessary, things that you just want to destroy your brother or your sister for reasons best for personal agendas. And for me, that doesn't make sense. So for me, I think I just want to make it clear, and I would like to talk in Mandinka as well, if time permits me, and Wolof, so that my brothers and sisters and relatives who are in Germany, in wherever they are in the world, that I am not the type of person who will engage in such an activity, that I have lived what they are living now. I've experienced it firsthand. I know what it feels, how it feels to be in this situation. So I would not be the person who will come and try to destroy their lives for them.
Okay, let me switch to Mandinka and I will come back to English again. So, Dr. Sise, ngamu in Germany, and you can memphasize ko you are negotiating pour na German moment na gamelo mentara bakwe pour murundi na. Wala be foka internet oto. Yalong Mandinkol ko sulu tamita bare nim filter. Why munata na beto to why da ni man kuke. Munata na beto fala.
Ha wala ta fana jahal. Wala nan ko bi ngala ning mbadingol ndumal kutumal. Ani miyalon ko be Germany le e be dawda tubabu du kono be situation ko pour ne kacha yalon ko uman kente fon in the first uman kente la do ko ti wali nte mantara do ko ke masa kundae wante mantara immigration nte mantara foreign office be pare fanan fulanjango nte fon mbadingol mimbe Germany ni makolo miyalon ko e betaka min through nte fon I went through it. I was a migrant before ngalo na be nyameng so nte tam fon tinyala nkata tubabu du ka foko mbem broda soli na sisa sol wol ba mal I tata truming anila wudula ni badingol pour que sama tubabu du nte I know it yela ni sol wafi janne yela sanol wafi yela kordal wafi ye julol ta ye kolke pour que dingol sama tubabu du pour ni fara tubabu du dingol sina ke dema bi kon tanga ko do commentaire gambe pour funding care so ni mo kilimbe gambe mi alon ko bi abe pare la pour ka la life sacrifice pour ñi dingol le se Germany ani ñing fok ko to mal na funding care it's me one number one te benal ngal la life sacrifice pour ñi le se Germany. So wala na bering anyong kumo nga moy follow ngom fa ente fan jabiro fan takela because kudol bije fan nim mom mo yalon ko ikemira e bala na ko nyimam possible to nya ndara jamati le ntol gam yan dang tang yen tol o fan amanke gam government fan len to sam German government through Goethe Institute wolle gamben dam tangol to mom yalon ko la do ko Gambia ab kumaya tale pour la do ko ka semben tuya Gambia isa de be minna isa lafano e ko modu ngi samba Germany pour ngata ngas ngi karandi e ka for capacity building in good governance ntonga minga Germany is very simple. They taught us about how to fight corruption, they taught us about transparency, about open government, e ka research Kenya dile how to build a good educational system mi alon ko nim funding kele kram ngo be si do ko sotono ntonga wolle karang Germany business hole ibe la business hole improve la nyadile value chain me move la nyadile from ka fee anin ka domo kata kake kudumi ankon sa wafi ntonga nyine ka andu tenga lon ko nyingu mu kuma abe gambia na falale ba on temo kisi kisiralti ntada jenga ngaji tuwabul ka kisi kisiro ka nyame amanto ko woni non first time ngaji ba on te karanta tuwabu dule bari londo mu koleti mi alon ka buka bang ne chance ka londo so den nandita soto so bari ngalon ko nying londo ni ngaso ni murunda asidoya nyaaw mo tang mo dantam be nyel londo fana solante fana mulle gambia mi alon ka si gambia nafa bari kasta ka fo konte Ismaila Cissé ntata da jamane pour ka fo ko fondin kel mbari musol mi alon ko ndel ni dentale mol mi alon ko ikbe being live kan nte fon fonde nga live le why should I muna nambinan ko kawol dema ka mansa kunda wala ka jama dema kawol sene na Gambia ni raga e bo bente na fala munella nte dam fon tinyala nte mo fondin keleti I have a long way ahead of me nte dam fon tinyala nyin non se kara pour mo be mona gen la ci mo le fon understand wala na biri nga mo ko no nyi ngam mo fon ta nte ta jabila bar nga je ko be siaka nyame nko modu nga na nimbari kel nimbari musome jamani pour ya understand ko nte manta jamani pour wala mente sama jamani wolon katana dondo kafu pour kanaga gambe de ma gambe ta nyato ando be mole na fala nte wala nan ko modu nga na benni ka wali
okay menga nin kibaro safe faba safe ka wate ma e contact la banke nyininka
ana amante contact nte sita rek ngaje doya snap ante mantara Facebook doya snapshot akinye Twitter akonye fo njeleta because nta ngamara maybe tulungolo fang because biri ngaje jelole muta so nyina tala so nka funyo ma de ko la konye ko de nka ko non nte njabila because anybody nka ne ko fang in fact bol fam be Germany nen njibalo ko jimanke tonyati so nte njabila because nte nela interview be moy nena nga interview ke Freedom Panderi ametale wo meta before German president bina Gambia nka ko Gambia lol manyar ka song yen na badingol muri nan kana Gambia to manyar ka so wala yesi Germany kato de la je doko ki je fan na faje ndaka wala fight ante wala fight la and bi ni atara bi mo kilimbe Gambia lon ka parta kala life landi on the line pour nyele abe kelan teleti bi konte ngalon ne I know what it feels ngalon tara nyame ngalon ne min face so mbe mu ne o fo bente na aben na fala monella aben ni na fala monella aben te fo na fala monella kata ka fo kanyil sendi nan kabo aning itata mi true so nte fi among sense make what
so man din ko ding kuma sinkil ngoy konton a jabiro mu yara fandunde so men ya lon koy believe ta ko e ni neke etel tada comme o you are negotiating pour kamol murundi ebe mun sala ka fo mole especially men be Germany
non te kam fo bole Germany wolon ko ye si relax e kana so moye use pour que la on personal agenda yam famlen kam fo ko momo la ta konte manta wala Germany fine ni mal la fanan yalo ala isi nukung bari bu ko nukuno ala and amam beti aka mo tonye bar nyin ko yen tonye jele mom yen tonye bake le ando nyante mi ya commencer anyanta na mbolo sey ko kulo mi yalon amon soto atola wala na benta ngaji fulo jelo le muta en fana ninte fan kata Germany Omar pour wo mbel nukunale ya famle mo dalon na kon kata Germany en se dun Germany ngake fu ngamurun na mota kala mutala so mil dal sama jawolon kata na londo la fa na do kota wala na en ton mil samba mo be different fields be wolla dol be policy dol mo yalon ko businessman ol long businessman o kata mo ke Germany pour ka mol murundi pour ka bo so muruna fa wat so ninte fo tan no Germany bi même sama la yolon kata ka fo ko nyele si dita je ka fo ko pour nda bo so le sena nte to kala so anyway nte lafta ko le fo mbadi ngole mi yalon ko be Germany en funding kel mi be Germany mi yalon ko be situation no nyinkono e kana so moye use e kala story la mol mi yalon ko personal agenda nte mo man set samba Germany nte bal komale bimbal komale sama nte buko al tol albe mbing balu kan jentene nga balu tubabu dule so nte ngalo na kamin feel so nim mo kilime gimbe taw kala te kalanteti so bimbal ko sama asula da demar la Gambia al sen contact anytime te bal demalale asula da fongo fena gamente mal demalale hanna tara parera pour ngana life put on the risk pour aller te jamane nte ba kelale so e kana la nyin kumol la yalon kon te manko mo sifati
okay docteur dego nañ ne da nga demone Germany pour indi Gambien ñu fa nekka so ndax lolu degala wala du dega
wali bobu mom lolu kep ko xamne anda nga sa sago anda nga sa xel di nga xamne wax bobu lolu wax taxut fen
yes
parce que man leena liggéeyuma nguur man liggéeyuma immigration man liggéeyuma foreign affairs man awma dara pour defa nguur man jangale kat la man suma liggéey moy dama dé gestu German Goethe Institute bu nekk Germany ñoo xam ne ñoom dañ di faral di dimbale ay nit ñu nekk ci developing country ndaw yoo xam ne ñu ngi liggéey seen réew ñu isi leen ñu jàngal leen pour si luñ nekk ñu gën koo yokka am ay ndaw ñoo xam ne dañu tànn pour ñu dem Germany pour ñu dem jàngi luñ jàng fa jàng mooy naka nga improver sa business ñu mi nekk gestukat naka la ñoo mën a gestoo si mbir yoo xam ne dafa dimbale suñu réew naka la ñoo mën a xamante ay gestukat yu mag yoo xam ne ñu ngi jàmm ñoom ne mën nañoo liggéey pour dimbale Gambia ak yu bari bari ñun dañ dem foofu pour jàng loolu moo tax programme ñu ngi ko woowee capacity building in developing countries so capacity building and good governance in development loolu programme bi tudda te fu mu nekk nii so loolu moo ñu fay yóbbu léegi am ñu génn di wax ne man dama dem Germany pour ici Backway Boys si fa nekk dañu war a xam ne man Backway Boys su nekk Germany suma xarit lañ suma rakkal lañ suma mag lañ maa ñi ñoo bokka du bokka rek si bokka nekk Gambian side ñii ñoo bokka dunda lu ñoo dunda tey man musuma koo dunda xam naa naka la mel sa waajur jël lu mu am yépp jël ceeni oram bu mu am ñaata at mu ko denca jël nagam jaay jël keram jaay jël ay bor mu jël la mu fayal la nga dem through Backway nga dugga ocean bi nga dugga desert nga pare pour teg sa bakken yépp pour nga tekki soo tekki nga ñëw dimbale sa waajur waaw man Ismaila Ceesay kon ma wax ne su fekkee man maa war a ñëw dem jàngale man lu laa bëgg a yàqal ndawi réew yi man xale laa man du ma dem yàq suma parce que loolu noonu man ñëw duna naa ko te ñii su fekkee ne kenn am na tamit tey kuy pare pour xaru pour ñi toog Germany man la parce que ñii man xam naa leen xam naa lu ñu dunda xam naa ko so lu ñoo wax yëpp ay kàcc la dara nekku si digga ay ñoo xam ne la rek ñoom dañu am seen agenda di toog rek di xalaat yoo xam ne amul fenn di ko wax pour réeral jaxase xoli nit ñi réeral nit ñi tax ba sa noon yi bari loolu rek la waaye man dewuma Germany pour loolu man dama dem Germany pour dem yokk suma xam-xam si loo xam ne si loolu laay liggéey mooy gestu ak jàngale ñoo nga xam ne ñoom ñu ngi si yeneen liggéey ñoom tam seen liggéey dañ leen fa jàngal comme businessman yi naka nga improver sa business value chain process bi naka nga jógee su fekkee da ngaa ji di jaay naka nga jëloo ji def ko si leneen looy mën a jaay yooyu lañ fa jànga fukki fan lañ fa am ñu ñibbi Gambia waaye ma déggee lii naxari na ma torop sax ma xam ne lii loo xam ne lu digga dañ ma bëgg a dugal si loo xam ne man loolu du may dox si tànka yooyu noonu.
Now, are you bothered by these criticisms that from one thing to another, for one thing another? Are you bothered by the criticisms that all that has been said about you?
Not necessarily, Omar. You see, I don't control over what people say or think about me. What I have control over are my actions, and I take full responsibility. If I do something that is wrong, I'll take full responsibility of my conduct. That's what I have control over. But what people say or do, think or say about me up there, I have zero control about that. Am I bothered? No, I'm not bothered. It goes with the job. It's like taking a bullet for your country. So, I mean, for me, the people who know me know the type of person I am. As long as they trust in me and they know I'm not the type of person who will engage in such activities, I'm fine. But again, it goes with the job, Omar.
Now, let's talk about that meeting as well. You know, like to bring in contacts with useful contacts as it is in your invitation letter here. Who are these useful people that you met in Germany?
For example, we went to the Fraunhofer Institute.
Okay.
The Fraunhofer Institute is the world's leading research institute in green energy. Green energy, not only providing green energy, but also using green energy together with agriculture. So we went to this institute to get in touch, to get to know researchers who we can collaborate with in future research in green energy, in agriculture, and in different things. We also went to the German Vocational Institute, their dual education system. How does it work? You know, and I know that we have a huge unemployment rate in the Gambia. What type of education paradigm do we need to make sure that we build a country that can really reduce the risk of unemployment? So we looked at this they have vocational training institutes, how they learn, how they do. These are the things we learned, and because we had different people from different sectors who went to this. From policy, what policies do we need to fight corruption? How can we be more transparent? Like e-government or open governance. These are the things we learned in Germany. And for me, even though I was schooled in Europe, but education is it's dynamic. You never learn enough. I've learned a few things that I'm pretty sure if I go back to Gambia, I'll go and contribute. Even if it's 10 or 15 people from the university, they're gonna benefit from what I learned from Germany. So the whole idea that I want in Germany to do what they are claiming is just, sometimes I'm just speechless. I don't even know how to respond to these criticisms.
Doctor, looking at the things stated in this letter here, are they preparing you for any leadership position?
You mean in terms of what?
2021 presidential election.
Why you like to ask me that question, huh?
Pardon?
I said you like to ask me that question.
Oh, no, I'm just asking because they talk about all these things. So, is it another preparing, like preparing you for another?
Not necessarily. I did not choose to go to Germany.
All
I
right.
received a letter from the German embassy, written by the Goethe Institute, that they want to invite me to Germany to go and for capacity building and on good governance. And I thought it was a good opportunity for me to go and expose myself to more to the German development model, German governance model. That's why I went. This has nothing to do with leadership. I'm a university lecturer. I'm an academic. I'm a researcher. Anything that can enhance my portfolio as a researcher, as an academic, I'll take that opportunity. Whether it's in China, whether it's in Turkey, in India, in Germany, no matter where it is, even in Nigeria, I will go. Today I'm in Dakar. Why am I in Dakar? Why aren't they saying that I'm in Dakar to help deport some boys? No, I'm in Dakar because even though I arrived in Gambia on Saturday night, I had to leave on Sunday night to come to Dakar because I'm part of the technical working committee that looks at security, common security challenges in the Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau region. And we do a lot of research to detect these security challenges, but these are important. These are work that we do. But I'm in Dakar for this 2 days workshop.
Doctor, I've realized that... Okay, let me interrupt you. I've realized that whenever I bring this politics issue, you always said I'm a university lecturer. So what is the difference? We have seen Laurent Gbagbo was a university lecturer and he became president. So why do you always distance yourself from this leadership position?
No,
you always question the quality of leadership in Africa. Can't you do it?
I think I've made it very clear to you, Wale, that I have not. That is not something that I know. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, Wale. Okay. I cannot predict. If I tell you that I'm going to run for office, I'll be lying to you because I don't know. If I tell you equally that I will not run for office, I'll be lying because I don't know. Like I told you, time will tell. Let's see how things go. I mean, what I'm emphasizing is that as we speak now, I'm focusing on what I'm doing. Right now, as we speak, I'm an employee of the University of Gambia. I get paid by the university. I teach, I do research. That's what I'm doing now. And anything that I will discuss now, that's what I'll be talking about, that's what I know. What's going to happen in 2020, 2021, that is beyond I don't know what's going to happen. Why? So I cannot be sitting here talking about things that will have about my life that I don't even know. Would I even be here for next Christmas? I might even die before next Christmas. So, I mean, I don't know, Wale, to be honest.
Okay. Jerejef Osmela Ceesay, thank you so much for your time. Thank you very much, Wale. That is Dr. Ismaila Ceesay, a political science lecturer at the University of the Gambia. He's been accused of, he was in Germany from 4th to 10th of November to attend a conference by the German government, and he was accused of negotiating or trying to deport or repatriate Gambians in that country. That's the clarification he has been making. So viewers, that's all we have for you today. From me, Omar Wali, and my team, we thank you till tomorrow. Bye for now.